This live stream is a copyright of the Tiger Sports Livestream Network. Reproduction or distribution of this live stream without permission of the Tiger Sports Livestream Network is a violation of the law.
Hey there, I'm Joey Pollyi, third generation owner of Pollyi's in Grinnell. Since 1957, we've been serving you the flavors you savor. Dine in, carry out, or pick up our frozen pizzas for a night in. Our promise to you? Everything is made from scratch, and we only use the freshest ingredients, guaranteed. Plus, get your kids signed up for our Pags Pals program to get free pizza and shirts. Visit pollyi'sgrinnellia.com or ask your server how to sign up. See you soon at Pollyi's Pizza Grinnell on 5th Ave between Main and Broad Street.
Every sunrise offers new opportunities to dream big or to take that next small step. Every sunrise is another chance to build on the one before or to start with a clean slate, because every sunrise is tomorrow's promise made real, and Grinnell Mutual is tomorrow's promise protected. Trust in tomorrow and contact a Grinnell Mutual agent today.
Jeff Finch here from West Finch Auto Plaza in Grinnell. We normally go to the auction to restock our used cars and trucks, but prices have skyrocketed. If we're going to overpay, we'd rather overpay our friends, neighbors, and past customers. Bring your vehicle in for a quick 20-minute appraisal. You can either take the cash, trade for a different vehicle, or walk away. In some cases, your vehicle may be worth more than you paid for it. See us at West Finch Auto Plaza in Grinnell or online at westfinch.com.
At Ramsey Weeks, it's the synergy of insurance and real estate that makes our local office vibrant. At Ramsey Weeks, our success depends on yours in buying or selling property, in insuring your car, home, farm, or business. In your time of need, our success depends on yours. Ramsey Weeks Insurance and Ramsey Weeks Real Estate, 715 5th Avenue, Grinnell.
This is a story about signs. It's also a story about people's experiences. The humble sign. They are everywhere. But signs are more than just a plaque on the wall, an arrow, or letters on a building exterior. Signs help you leave a legacy or start a new chapter in life. All those signs have to start somewhere, and that's where we come in. We're your trusted partner in everything signage and graphics. We'll be your trusted partner throughout. Because signs do more than point the way. They help the world make sense.
We're helping build your dreams at the Proline Building Company. Quality that you can trust in every building we construct. Proline is the place to know. We're committed to helping your dreams grow. We're helping build your dreams at the Proline Building Company.
Life at the Mayflower community can be anything and everything you want it to be. From their first-class facilities featuring traditional apartments, patio homes, and the newly added water tower apartments for independent living, to the healthcare services including assisted living, healthcare center, or rehab, complemented with food service options, exercise areas, administrative and nursing staff support, and the beautiful campus scenery. Visit today or give us a call and you will find out quickly that the Mayflower community is a place to call home.
From the middle school all the way up to the high school, through fundraising, membership drives, concession stand revenues at all the home events. There are many different ways you can get involved. One, through membership levels from a single, a family, even into the business. There are many attractive levels that you can be a part of this wonderful club. Your membership funds help support uniforms, warm-ups, summer speed camps, baseball and softball batting cages, and the list goes on. You want to be a part of a great group? Join the Grinnell Booster Club today.
Grasshoppers, turtles, polar bears, and chunky monkeys? The Dairy Barn, located at 1810 6th Avenue in Grinnell, is not your typical barnyard. Stop by before or after the big ball game to pick up your favorite ice cream or flavor of the day yogurt. They also have a full line of delicious foods including tenderloins, pulled pork sandwiches, popular chicken wraps, and much, much more. Don't have time to stop at the barn? Catch them on the move at some of the favorite events around Grinnell, or give us a call and try out our catering. And don't forget to check out www.dairybarngrinnell.com to order online or the Chow Now app. Remember, I scream, you scream, we all scream for Dairy Barn.
It's my happy place.
It's where we learn to be leaders.
It's where we get recognized.
It's why we're raising our family here.
And ours too.
It's our playground. It's our playground too.
It's where I can do this.
And I can do this.
And I can do this.
It's where I found my career path.
And mine as well.
Hey, and me too. It is home. Thanks, Matt. You're welcome.
This is where we belong.
Hey there, I'm Joey Pollei, third generation owner of Polley's in Grinnell. Since 1957, we've been serving you the flavors you savor. Dine in, carry out, or pick up our frozen pizzas for a night in. Our promise to you? Everything is made from scratch, and we only use the freshest ingredients, guaranteed. Plus, get your kids signed up for our Pags Pals program to get free pizza and shirts. Visit polleisgrinnellia.com or ask your server how to sign up. See you soon at Polley's Pizza Grinnell on 5th Ave between Main and Broad Street.
Every sunrise offers new opportunities to dream big or to take that next small step. Every sunrise is another chance to build on the one before or to start with a clean slate. Because every sunrise is tomorrow's promise made real. And Grinnell Mutual is tomorrow's promise protected. Trust in tomorrow and contact a Grinnell Mutual agent today.
Jeff Finch here from West Finch Auto Plaza in Grinnell. We normally go to the auction to restock our used cars and trucks, but prices have skyrocketed. If we're going to overpay, we'd rather overpay our friends, neighbors, and past customers. Bring your vehicle in for a quick 20-minute appraisal. You can either take the cash, trade for a different vehicle, or walk away. In some cases, your vehicle may be worth more than you paid for it. See us at West Finch Auto Plaza in Grinnell or online at westfinch.com.
At Ramsey Weeks, it's the synergy of insurance and real estate that makes our local office vibrant. At Ramsey Weeks, our success depends on yours in buying or selling property, in insuring your car, home, farm, or business. In your time of need, our success depends on yours. Ramsey Weeks Insurance and Ramsey Weeks Real Estate, 715 5th Avenue, Grinnell.
This is a story about signs. It's also a story about people's experiences. The humble sign. They are everywhere. But signs are more than just a plaque on the wall, an arrow, or letters on a building exterior. Signs help you leave a legacy or start a new chapter in life. All those signs have to start somewhere, and that's where we come in. We're your trusted partner in everything signage and we'll be your trusted partner throughout. Because signs do more than point the way. They help the world make sense.
We're helping build your dreams at the Proline Building Company. Quality that you can trust in every building we construct. Proline is the place to know. We're committed to helping your dreams grow. We're
life at the Mayflower community can be anything and everything you want it to be. From their first-class facilities featuring traditional apartments, patio homes, and the newly added water tower apartments for independent living, to the healthcare services including assisted living, healthcare center or rehab, complemented with food service options, exercise areas, administrative and nursing staff support, and the beautiful campus scenery. Visit today or give us a call and you will find out quickly that the Mayflower community is a place to call home.
From the middle school all the way up to the high school, through fundraising, membership drives, concession stand revenues at all the home events. There are many different ways you can get involved. One, through membership levels from a single, a family, even into the business. There are many attractive levels that you can be a part of this wonderful club. Your membership funds help support uniforms, warm-ups, summer speed camps, baseball and softball batting cages, and the list goes on. You want to be a part of a great group? Join the Grinnell Booster Club today.
Grasshoppers, turtles, polar bears, and chunky monkeys? The Dairy Barn, located at 1810 6th Avenue in Grinnell, is not your typical barnyard. Stop by before or after the big ball game to pick up your favorite ice cream or flavor of the day yogurt. They also have a full line of delicious foods including tenderloins, pulled pork sandwiches, popular chicken wraps, and much, much more. Don't have time to stop at the barn? Catch them on the move at some of the favorite events around Grinnell, or give us a call and try out our catering. And don't forget to check out www.dairybarngrinnell.com to order online or the Chow Now app. Remember, I scream, you scream, we all scream for Dairy Barn.
It's my happy place.
It's where we learn to be leaders.
It's where we get recognized.
It's why we're raising our family here.
And ours too.
It's our playground. It's our playground too.
It's where I can do this.
And I can do this.
And I can do this.
It's where I found my career path.
And mine as well.
Hey, and me too. It is home. Thanks, Matt. You're welcome.
This is where we belong.
Tiger Sports live stream network is brought to you by Polly Ice Pizza, Grinnell Mutual, West Finch Auto Plaza, Ramsey Weeks Insurance, and Ramsey Weeks Real Estate, Latitude Signage and Design, Proline Building Company, Mayflower Community, the Grinnell Booster Club, Dairy Barn. Our scoreboard is brought to you by Kurtz Collision Center. Our strikeouts tonight are brought to you by Michelle's Dance Academy. Our foul balls are brought to you by Cirques Financial Center, and our innings, as always, are brought to you by Britt Nickel State Farm. Got to turn it over to Blake Walker tonight.
Hey, good to be back here at Grinnell High School. We have got a season opener tonight. The Grinnell Tigers take on the second-ranked West Marshall Trojans. Yes, you heard that right. Jared Brown, off a 27-7 team, has got 7 season, has gotten his Trojans all the way up to the number 2 ranking in Class 2A, just behind Underwood. This is a West Marshall team that fell short last year just before the state tournament against Williamsburg. They lost 1-0 against Williamsburg. Well, they avenged that loss last night. They played Williamsburg last night and defeated the Raiders 12-2 behind a phenomenal pitching performance by behind Grayson Shaver. 6 innings pitched and an ERA of 0.00. This is a West Marshall staff that is phenomenal. A pitching group that was so dominant last season. We'll talk about that kind of as the evening progresses, but tonight you're going to see Owen Seeger on the mound, a senior. He went 6-1 last year, led the team in strikeouts with 133, and had a 0.99 ERA. The big news for Grinnell this season, off a 20-16 year last year, it's a youth movement for the most part, I should say. A lot of freshmen on this lineup, 2 juniors that are injured, a senior that's playing soccer. This is a very young Grinnell baseball team which in the moment might not seem like the most ideal situation, but give it a couple years, Grinnell could be where West Marshall is right now, as the Trojans have just worked it out with the way their classes have lined up. We are going to send it over to our PA announcer, and we'll get your starting lineups here tonight between Grinnell and West Marshall.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Fowler Field on the campus of Grinnell High School for tonight's non-conference matchup between the visiting West Marshall Trojans and your Grinnell Tigers. Let's meet the starting lineup for tonight's contest. First for West Marshall, leading off the pitcher number 11, Owen Seegert. Batting second to shortstop number 7, Evan Seegert. Batting third, the third baseman number 10, Peyton Fance. Batting fourth, the right fielder number 23, Beckham DeSoto. Batting fifth, the center fielder number 5, DJ Ridout. Batting sixth, the first baseman number 12, Noah DeSoto. Batting seventh, the catcher number 15, Dawson Bear. Batting eighth, the second baseman number 22, Grayson Shaver. And batting ninth, the left fielder number 30, Vincent Clausen. Jared Brown. And now the starting lineup for your Grinnell Tigers, leading off the pitcher number 3, Cole Blackford. Batting second, the right fielder number 12, Zurek Doty. Batting third, the shortstop number 1, Brooks Fosford. Batting fourth, the center fielder number 17, Carson Minich. Batting fifth, the first baseman number 25, Jackson Flanagan. Batting sixth, the left fielder number 11, Easton Elin. Batting seventh, the designated hitter number 13, Josh Ringler. He'll be batting for the catcher number 10, Eddie Harside. Batting eighth, the third baseman number 20, Trenton Hulls. And batting ninth, the second baseman number 4, Camden Arms. The Tigers are led by head coach Tony Sedberg and assisted by Ian Bowling. Will everyone please rise with the caps facing the flag over the center field wall as we honor America for the playing of our national anthem.
Alrighty, we are set to go here at Fowler Field. Grinnell versus number 2 ranked West Marshall. 3A versus 2A. Grinnell is 7-0 against the Trojans since 2017. 2 of those wins coming by just 1 score, the rest coming by 5 or more for the Tigers. They've run-ruled the Trojans 3 of those 7 victories. Cole Blackford is on the bump here this evening for the Grinnell Tigers. Cole, a senior, last year, not too bad. A 5-5 record. Started in 8 games, played in 13 of them, had 1 save, 64 innings pitched. Gave up 50 hits. He walked 22 batters. Struck out 57 in a 1.86 ERA. So that is who Coach Tony Stenberg is going to go with here on opening night at Fowler Field. It is a beautiful evening for baseball. A little windy. Wind's going to blow out to the west, so take that as you will. Clouds starting to move out of the area for the most part. Might get a couple cloud cover to help out some of our outfielders tonight. But overall, good night for baseball. West Marshall, their second night in a row on the diamond as they took on Williamsburg last night and took care of the Raiders easily, 12-2. West Marshall 27-7 last year. Grinnell 20-16. The Tigers dropped their postseason hopes to Pella 8-3. West Marshall lost in the postseason 1-0 or 1-0 to Williamsburg. So we'll get things going tonight. Grinnell in orange with the white pants. West Marshall in black with the gray pants. And we are ready to go here at Fowler Field. And Owen Siegert, your starting pitcher, will be the one to lead us off here tonight for the Trojans with Cole Blackford on the mound. And the 2024 season is underway here at Grinnell High School on a pitch outside called for a ball. Owen Siegert, the senior last year, really good season. 45 hits, 2 home runs. He's going to pop that one to left field. Left fielder going back. It's over the top of his head. Siegert going to round first base. He'll get on to second easily, and it's a stand-up double to start the evening for Owen Siegert. 11 doubles last season, a 566 opponent or OPP, and a 437 batting average overall. No surprise he's on base so quickly. And West Marshall has their first hit of the night. Evan Siegert will step into the box now for West Marshall. Siegert, a sophomore for the Trojans. Played in all 34 games last year. He'll lay down the bunt. Blackford will throw on to first, but it does advance the runner from second to third. So 1 out, runner on third as Siegert moves his brother over to third. And it brings up Caden Fantz, the junior, a 346 hitter last season. 37 hits, 30 RBIs. No triples, no home runs. Knocked in 9 doubles and 28 singles. First pitch he sees is right down the middle, 4-1 for Cole Blackford. Struck out 55 last year for the Tigers. 0-1 pitch. That one skied out to right field. This should be able to score the run on third. Grinnell goes back to get it. Throw home to the plate is not going to be in time, and it's a sacrifice for West Marshall, and the Trojans take a 1-0 lead off the Caden Fantz sacrifice fly to right field. Good track down out there by the right fielder for Grinnell, considering the sun. And Beckham DeSoto steps into the box. A freshman, played all 34 games last year as a 8th grader. So talk about experience. An 8th grader that hit .392, by the way. 1 home run, 29 RBIs. Nobody on the base pass. He'll foul that one out to right field. 1 ball and 1 strike. Beckham, 38 hits in 2023. Only struck out 11 times. He'll take that one in the zone. 1 ball and 2 strikes up against Beckham. Blackford trying to settle in here. Just misses on the inside corner. Almost caught DeSoto. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 pitch by Blackford. That's up and away out of the zone, and the count will run full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. DeSoto took 11 walks last season, trying to take one here up against the senior pitcher. Blackford settles back in, 3 balls and 2 strikes with the count full with 2 outs. And it's just low. Blackford just misses the zone low. He doesn't like it. And off to first base goes Beckham DeSoto. And DJ Ridout will jump up to the plate. A .310 batter last season. 2 home runs and 23 RBIs. He's got a runner on first with 2 outs here for the Trojans. Blackford's first pitch off the zone for a ball. Cole going to have to settle back in after the ball 4 call, no matter how it was called. Trojans already on top 1-0. Thanks to an Owen Siegert double to left field that was able to be brought around thanks to a pair of sacrifices. Still 1-0. That time catches the middle of the zone, and that's a strike for Blackford. Cole steps off. 1-1 count with a runner on first. That one's skied to deep center field. Going back to get it as the center fielder. He'll make the catch. Carson Pendich, nice play. They leave 1 on, but the Trojans do score 1-0. West Marshall leads.
Hey there, I'm Joey Pollei, 3rd generation owner of Polley's in Grinnell. Since 1957, we've been serving you the flavors you savor. Dine in, carry out, or pick up our frozen pizzas for a night in. Our promise to you? Everything is made from scratch, and we only use the freshest ingredients, guaranteed. Plus, get your kids signed up for our Pags Pals program to get free pizza and shirts. Visit polleisgrinnellia.com or ask your server how to sign up. See you soon at Polley's Pizza Grinnell on 5th Ave between Main and Broad Street.
Every sunrise offers new opportunities to dream big or to take that next small step. Every sunrise is another chance to build on the one before or to start with a clean slate. Because every sunrise is tomorrow's promise made real. And Grinnell Mutual is tomorrow's promise protected. Trust in tomorrow and contact a Grinnell Mutual agent today.
Welcome back to the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network. West Marshall on top of your Grinnell Tigers 1-0 here at the bottom of the first inning. And on the mound tonight for West Marshall, they're going to roll with their star from last season, Owen Siegert, who doubled in the start of the first inning. 10 games started, 10 games played. Never came in and relieved any last year. A 6-1 record. You want a stat for you? 63 innings pitched. He only gave up 20 hits. He only walked 19, 133 strikeouts, and a 0.99 ERA. Slated to go to South Dakota State to play for the Jackrabbits next spring. And first pitch drops right in the middle of the zone. This is Cole Blackford up to bat here for Grinnell. So quickly moving on from the pitching side. 26 hits for Cole last season, a .252 average. Goes through, strike 2. Cole walked 22 times last year. That led the entire team. He's going to line that one to left field and just trying to get out in front of it early. A little too early as it bounces Life at the foul
Mayflower
down the
community
line.
can
Cole
be
played
any-
all 36 games last year for the Tigers. 22 singles, 3 doubles, 1 triple, and 16 RBIs knocked in. He'll sit behind in the count. 0-2 pitch by Siegert. Cole gets in front of it. It's a bouncer right to the second baseman. He'll throw on to first. Did he get there? No, he did not. We're going to say the foot stayed on the bag. It was going to be a close play either way. But Blackford is out on a reach. And Derek Doty will step up to bat here for Grinnell. .330 hitter last year was Doty, now a junior this season. 4 doubles, 20 RBIs for Doty. Slider continues to work its way inside. Strike 1. The one pitch by Seeger. That one's right down the middle, and that had some power on it. Doty was just late. Already behind 0-2. Second straight batter. That Seeger's got in an 0-2 spot. No balls, 2 strikes upcoming by Seeger. That one's outside, going to miss the zone. For the first ball of the evening for Seeger. Doty trying to settle in the box. He watches that one go outside. Seeger lets it slip. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Count is even. 2-2. Doty. That might get down in the gap. No, it won't. Just enough carry on it. Right fielder was playing pretty shallow. He'll come in to make the grab for out number 2. Brooks Vosberg will step into the batter's box here for Grinnell. Good experience here for Brooks, 8th grader that played every single game last year. First pitch goes down in the corner for a ball. And Brooks actually, as an 8th grader, tied for second most hits on the team. He cranks that thing to left field. It's foul. 33 hits for the now freshman. 29 of those were singles, just 4 of them doubles. 13 RBIs at a .295 batting average. Grinnell's batting average leader last year, Brady Kaufman, out with an injury to start the season. So a big loss for them. Popped up to shallow right in front of the dugout, and it bounces up against the netting. That foul ball is brought to you by Sirks Financial Center. Stop down and see Tom Sirks, Dustin Smith, and Natalie Pavey for all your financial questions. Every foul ball tonight brought to you by Sirks Financial Center. One ball and 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here for Vosberg. That one's low in the dirt and evens the count back up at 2-2. Might help Grinnell tonight just to hang into the long at-bats, if anything, with the pitcher with Vosberg's talent, or excuse me, with Siegert's talent. Two, and a check swing, but he goes. They'll throw on to first anyway, and that'll do it for the end of the first inning. 1-0. Wes Marshall leads Grinnell. We'll see you in the top of the second.
Jeff Finch here from West Finch Auto Plaza in Grinnell. We normally go to the auction to restock our used cars and trucks, but prices have skyrocketed. If we're going to overpay, we'd rather overpay our friends, neighbors, and past customers. Bring your vehicle in for a quick 20-minute appraisal. You can either take the cash, trade for a different vehicle, or walk away. In some cases, your vehicle may be worth more than you paid for it. See us at West Finch Auto Plaza in Grinnell or online at westfinch.com.
At Ramsey Weeks, it's the synergy of insurance and real estate that makes our local office vibrant. At Ramsey Weeks, our success depends on yours in buying or selling property, in insuring your car, home, farm, or business. In your time of need, our success depends on yours. Ramsey Weeks Insurance and Ramsey Weeks Real Estate, 715 Fifth Avenue, Grinnell.
Welcome back to the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network. We're moving on to the second inning. This inning is brought to you by Brett Nichols State Farm. Well, Grinnell's pitching staff, Cole Blackford, a little bit of a rocky first inning, was able to calm things down just a little bit. A couple sacrifices after a double by Seeger was really what got Wes Marshall moving. And now the Trojans will try to keep things rolling here on the offensive side. Second pitch is in there, 1 ball and 1 strike here. Up to bat, this is Noah DeSoto, the junior, for Wes Marshall. DeSoto pops that thing to left field. It should go foul, and it does. 25 hits last year for Noah, 22 RBIs, a .258 batting average. Walked 15 times. You'll see not a ton of youth on this West Marshall team. A strong junior class, now senior class, which has really pole vaulted them to their ranking. A lot of people look at it and say, well, how is West Marshall second? Well, it's their pitching staff more than anything that really got them to where they are. Owen Siegert, 6-1 last year. Noah DeSoto, who's hitting 6-2. Grayson Shaver, 9-0. I mean, you put those three out every 3 or 4 nights, you expect to see results. And speaking of results, Cole Blackford has our first Michelle's Dance Academy strikeout of the evening. Got him looking right past it, and Blackford sits down his first batter of the night. Dawson Bear batting now for West Marshall. That one goes outside and misses the glove of the catcher. It'll be ball 1. 1-0 pitch upstairs. Misses the zone up top. 2 balls and no strikes. Bears settles back in. Played 14 games last season. Watches that one go by for strike 1. In those 14 games, 5 hits, all of which were singles. 2 of them brought home, or 2 RBIs, and a .278 batting average. He cranks that thing to left field. Left fielder gets underneath of it and makes the grab for out number 2. 2 nice outs here by Grinnell.
Now batting for West Marshall, the second baseman, number 22, Grayson Shaver.
Now, one thing you might, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it on camera. There's no way you're going to be able to see it on camera. But if you look at our catchers this evening, you'll see a wire sticking out of their ear. That is not the feds talking to them. That is one of our managers down in the dugout, the new pitch comm system. Basically gets rid of signals from the dugout. So immediately the catcher can give whatever signal of pitch he wants or the head coach wants, and he hears that in his ear. He'll hear slider, he'll hear something, and that's just what goes to the signal that he can give to the pitcher to say, all right, this is the pitch they want us to take. Nice new addition to Iowa high school baseball. I know a lot of people were asking for it, and the Boys Association steps up and says, all right. It's one-way communication. That one lined on a rocket line to right field. Right fielder hops on top of it, but that is a single nonetheless for Grayson Shaver. Shaver last season only hit 6 times. He was a most of all pitcher, and what's really crazy is Shaver never had a hit last year, so that is his first hit in 2 years, if you will. Did not hit last year. That one's lined right to the second baseman, and that's an easy pitch and catch. We're going to the bottom of the second. West Marshall leads Grinnell 1-0.
This is a story about signs. It's also a story about people's experiences. The humble sign. They are everywhere. But signs are more than just a plaque on the wall, an arrow, or letters on a building exterior. Signs help you leave a legacy or start a new chapter in life. All those signs have to start somewhere, and that's where we come in. We're your trusted partner in everything signage and graphics. Big signs, little signs, ADA, routed, dimensional, digital, environmental graphics, monument, donor and history recognition. We do them all. And more importantly, we work with you to understand what is best for your location, budget, brand, and building code. You don't need to be an expert in design, wayfinding, zoning, materials, installation, or ADA compliance. We'll be your trusted partner throughout. Because signs do more than point the way. They help the world make sense.
Welcome back to the Tiger Sports live stream network. Carson Penich in the box. Just took a ball outside here against Siegert. He'll pop this one high, and it might hit us. It might, I don't know where it's going to land, but it landed somewhere behind us. And the count goes 1 ball and 1 strike here for Carson Penich. Penich goes low to try to get a piece of that thing. Can't quite get there. Siegert's done well so far on the mound. He's yet to give up a hit and yet to give up a walk. So on good pace to match numbers in 2023. That one inside. A good eye by Carson. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. That last foul ball brought to you by Cirques Financial Center. Outside, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Carson, a .305 hitter last year for Grinnell. Full count pitch. Did he go? Yes, he did. Either way, I was pretty sure it was going to be a strike anyway. And he'll go back to the dugout.
Batting for the Tigers, the first baseman, number 25, Dax Flanagan.
Number 25, Daxton Flanagan. 8th grader, so I got no stats on him, but welcome to the high school level, kid. First pitch Flanagan sees is outside. 4-1. What a heck of a first pitcher to go up against. 1 ball, no strikes. That one slides right in there for strike 1 for Siegert. Wes Marshall able to finish off Williamsburg last night in just 6 innings. Flanagan swings through that one for strike 2. One ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, nobody on. Flanagan swings through it, and that's strike 3. So 2 quick outs thanks to some strikeouts. And Easton Edlin, the freshman, will step into the box here for Grinnell. Easton saw 3 games last year, did not hit in any of those games. Edlin watched strike 1 go by, outside for ball 1. One pitch by Siegert. Low, but got enough of the zone for strike 2. He's going to try to strike out the side here in inning number 2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And that will do it for the end of the 2nd inning. We'll go to the 3rd after Siegert strikes out the side. 1-0. West Marshall leads. Life at the Mayflower community can be anything and everything you want it to be. From their first-class facilities featuring traditional apartments, patio homes, and the newly added water tower apartments for independent living, to the healthcare services including assisted living, healthcare center, or rehab, complemented with food service options, exercise areas, administrative and nursing staff support, and the beautiful campus scenery. Visit today or give us a call and you will find out quickly that the Mayflower community is a place to call home. Welcome back to the Tiger Sports live stream network. Top of the 3rd inning we go. This inning is brought to you by Brent Nichols State Farm. And once again, Siegert lines this one right to right field, and that's down for a hit. So Owen Siegert is 2 for 2 on the evening for the Trojans. Siegert last night, let's see, 1 hit, and it was a single. He was also hit by a pitch. So 1 on, nobody out here for West Marshall. Upstairs for ball 1. Evan Siegert now in the box. He struck out 3 times last night and had a sacrifice against the Raiders of Williamsburg. 1-0 by Blackford. Low in the dirt. So 2 balls and no strikes. Cole, a little disappointed with his locations here, but they're good locations. Just not getting the calls that he wants. That one's low for ball 3. Three balls, no strikes. Upstairs, ball 4. Runner takes his base. They'll go on first and second, and it brings up Caden Fantz, the junior. He walked once last night. Overall, West Marshall had 8 hits last night. And really, it was Beckham DeSoto who had a good night. 1 home run plus Noah DeSoto. So the DeSoto brothers both hit home runs. That one's outside for ball 4. Noah DeSoto, 4 RBI evening for him. And then, like I said, on the pitching side, Grayson Shaver did not give up a hit. One ball, no strikes outside for ball 2. And we'll have a chat here at the mound. Gonna try to get Cole settled back in here and see what we can do. It'll be 2 balls and no strikes. Runners on first and second here for the Tigers. We'll be back tomorrow night on the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network as Grinnell takes on Carlisle. So the Wildcats will come to town.
So the Fever and the Sun, 39-49 at halftime. Miss Kate Clark has 7 points on 2 of 7 shots.
So they'll break out of their huddle here, and it'll be 2 balls and no strikes. Yeah, Dave Schaefer giving us our Caitlin Clark update. 7 points, not great shooting. And 2 fouls. 2 balls and no strikes here for Blackford. He'll miss outside for ball 3. Cole continuing to try to settle in here. 3 balls, no strikes. That one's in there for strike 1. He's got runners on first and second, so he's going to do all he can to try to keep it that way here. Fantz will set back into the box. Upstairs for ball 4. And the bases will go loaded for number 23, Beckham DeSoto. Like I said earlier, Beckham had a good night last night. 2 hits, 1 single, 1 home run. It was an RBI single home run. Perfect 500 batting average on the season so far. Coming into tonight, I should say. That one's going to catch the zone outside for strike 1. There's been some back and forth across the evening here. Different zones. No balls, 1 strike. That one's lined right back up the middle. That's going to get past the second baseman. 1 run is in. 2 runs are in. It is a stand-up 2 RBI single for Beckham DeSoto. And West Marshall leads 3-0. Trojans definitely, like I said, bring a great pitching group to 2024, but it's their hitting that is really going to be the key. And based off these first 2 nights, the hitting's got it figured out, at least the top part of the lineup. Foul tip back for strike 1. Carlisle's a new opponent. They've never really played Carlisle last year, so newer. Usually, usually see the same opponents every year, but. Blackford misses outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike. On the way, that one's fouled back. It's a Cirques Financial Center foul ball. Carlisle mostly known for softball, very talented softball program. They have came up short last year to Winterset, but they return a lot. I think Carlisle has a good chance to win it all this year. Probably had the best chance to win it all last year, just couldn't quite get it done, but very good softball program, a legendary head coach. If you go to any of their softball games, it will be a long night because they do the thing where if it's a foul ball, they run to the first base and run all the way back, no matter what happens. And it's totally legal. Yeah, it drags the evening along. So if you ever go to a Carlisle softball game, just be ready because it's a long night. And they know people don't like it, but as long as that guy's, I can't think of his name, but as long as he's a head coach there, which he's been there for 20-plus years, it's going to stay a tradition. Yeah, even the smallest foul ball. First base, run back. Yeah, it's oh yeah, and the whole state knows it. It's frustrating. That one's sent high in the air to center field. This should be caught, and it is, so the runners will hold at first and second. First out of the inning. My color guy doesn't have a lot to say tonight. He's pretty quiet this evening. He's running the sticks.
First night on the job here.
I was just like, I don't got much color to go off. Dave's my color guy tonight. He's not even on the microphone.
We got another headset. We can throw
my
over
goodness.
there.
That one's upstairs for ball 1. This is Noah DeSoto up to bat for the Trojans. Blackford, 1-0 pitch outside. It is it is a bigger shoe.
Too bad the Northern Lights wouldn't come out tonight. We'd have the perfect view.
2-0 pitch catches the zone for strike 1.
Really?
I had to drive out to the middle of nowhere to see him. I was already in the middle of nowhere,
you
but
were
I
in the middle of
went
nowhere.
further middle of nowhere away from any light to be able to see him. I was down in just south of Knoxville near Melcher, and there's nothing down there. That one's low for ball 3. It'll be 3-1. Yeah. Yeah, if you thought a town is small, go to Melcher. There's nothing in Melcher. There's a Dollar General and a Casey's. Yeah, they can live off those 2 stores. That one's low in the dirt for ball 4, and that will load the bases up once again, and it will bring up number 15, Dawson Bear, the junior. Trying to bring home a couple more runs here.
Racetrack, that's why you were there.
I was down, yeah, there's a small race, but they don't claim it. Melcher doesn't claim the track, so.
Is an outside person that owns it?
Yeah. So 1 out and bases loaded here for West Marshall. And that one's sent to left field. This is catchable, and it is. Will they test the runner? No, they will not. And the bases will stay loaded here for number 22, Grayson Shaver, who singled his last time up. Will say, though, it's good to be back out here in Grinnell. The field looks good. we haven't painted the eye in a while, but that looks pretty good. Every time I come to Grinnell, I just see it's amazing. That's a strike somehow. I always see it's amazing all the new stuff that's getting built around here. Like I don't know what's going down here in this lot where the Death Bend is, but that's nice. Swing and a miss.
Well, bunch of apartment buildings.
Is it apartment buildings?
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah. Well, they're 3-story.
Okay. Because when I first saw like digging it, I thought stores.
Yeah.
There's 3 stories. I think there's 4 in each line.
Okay. That makes sense, I guess.
Be an 0-2 pitch here by Blackford. This is a big pitch here. Shaver will step out.
I'm sure he probably sold it for a nice penny to pay for some sweet corn somewhere else.
We got a new solar panel farm going up by one of the dance academies. That one's grounded to the third baseman and off the glove. And everyone's safe. So a slight bobble by the third baseman gives West Marshall the 4-0 lead, and that's the first error of the evening. And again, you look at the lineup, and Dad, you were talking to me before. It's a lot of freshmen. It is a lot of freshmen. It's a lot of sophomores. Grinnell, and I'm sure everybody knows. I mean, it's
last year there was times we played 4 or 5 8th graders.
Yeah.
And they did well. I mean,
it's a growing pain. There's going to be growing pains, but trust me, it will work itself out. I've seen it so many times that a team just won't have it for a couple years, but it's because they're so young. And Grinnell has, I know it might not seem like much now, but when you have a lot of freshmen, at the time it might not seem great, but man, you're going to love it in a couple of years.
Yeah. I think you'd have to go back to class of 2019 that had
be my class,
a lot of freshmen, and then Braxton's class had a lot of freshmen.
So I mean, it kind of
cycles of 3 years, 4 years.
Goes in troves. 1-1 drops in. I look at Linville Sully, an unbelievable senior class currently going through the school. I mean, they're going to go to state this year, but once that senior class is gone, they lose a bit. Same thing with Montezuma. Montezuma had a great senior class last year, moved on out. Montezuma hasn't been as good in sports this year, so just kind of comes and goes. That one's outside for 2 balls and 2 strikes here. Base is still loaded for West Marshall. Two outside. Good catch by the catcher. Is it Harseem? Harsheim. I'm getting old when I don't really know any of these people on this team. Everybody goes, and it's low. 4-4. Oh, my goodness. All right, so that walks a run in. It is 5-0. West Marshall will set back into the batter's box. Tough night. First pitch by Blackford. That's lower, and it's called strike 1. What time does the dairy barn close? I think this ump might try to be getting there. Base is still loaded here. 0-1 pitch outside. He also tried to frame it pretty well. Just didn't get it. Grinnell looks like they're sending somebody to the bullpen. Looks like Levi Jack is running out there. 1-1 pitch by Blackford. That one swung on up the middle. This is going to be a tough play. Throw on to first, not in time. Probably should have made the run to second. They try to go back home. West Marshall's got 2. Heads up base running. Very heads up base running by West Marshall. Extends the lead to 7-0. So runners on first and second now, and it brings up Evan Siegert. That's just, I mean, that's heads up there by West Marshall, and Grinnell just kind of caught off guard. Could have maybe gone to second, but your first instinct is to go to first. That one is sent deep to left field. Left fielder gets underneath of it, and the catch is made for out number 3. West Marshall puts a little bit more on the board. It's 7-0. We're headed to the bottom of the third. We'll be right back.
Hey there, I'm Joey Pollyi, third generation owner of Pollyi's in Grinnell. Since 1957, we've been serving you the flavors you savor. Dine in, carry out, or pick up our frozen pizzas for a night in. Our promise to you? Everything is made from scratch, and we only use the freshest ingredients, guaranteed. Plus, get your kids signed up for our Pags Pals program to get free pizza and shirts. Visit pollyi'sgrinnellia.com or ask your server how to sign up. See you soon at Pollyi's Pizza Grinnell on 5th Ave between Main and Broad Street.
Every sunrise offers new opportunities to dream big or to take that next small step. Every sunrise is another chance to build on the one before or to start with a clean slate. Because every sunrise is tomorrow's promise made real. And Grinnell Mutual is tomorrow's promise protected. Trust in tomorrow and contact a Grinnell Mutual agent today.
Welcome back to the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network. Bottom of the third, West Marshall on top of Grinnell. 7-0 is your score. The Trojans, number 2 in the Class 2A rankings to start 2024. They're living up to the hype, at least through 2 nights. Run ruled Williamsburg last night in 6 innings. And good pace tonight as they are leading the Tigers 7-0. First pitch outside, going up against number 13, Josh Ringler. Josh Ringler, a multi-sport athlete, has a good chance to put his name up on the wall outside the gymnasium by the time he's done as a All-Stater. Is it 3 or more? I think All-Stater in 3 or more sports. He's got a good chance. He'll swing through that one for strike 1 or strike 2. What is the count?
1 and 2.
2-1. And that one, thought maybe it didn't hit. Yeah, Seager has yet to he's yet to give up a hit, and he's yet to give up a walk. He is on fire here to start this evening. Did we hear what his speed was topping out to? 85. Ringler watches that one go low. We'll take it. That's a walk. The no-hitter is gone. Well, the perfect game is gone, I should say. Trenton Holes, another freshman, sensing a pattern here, steps up to the plate. Ringler on first. Holes swings to that one for strike 1. I don't think you could have asked for a better night for baseball.
No, in fact, clouds cleared out.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
I was worried it might rain on my drive down from Grimes, but Ringler takes off to second. Throw's going to be way late, and Ringler in easily to second base. Well, one thing about a Stenberg coach team, they're not just going to go down with nothing. They'll try to stay in it here. No balls and 2 strikes. That one's grounded to the right side, picked up by the second baseman, thrown on to first in time for out number 1. Good play by West Marshall, but that advances the runner to the third, and Grinnell's got a chance to put one up on the board here in the bottom of the third. And this is Camden Harms, the freshman, to step up to bat. Freshman. 8th grader. I guess I didn't even look. What's our JV team? Do we got 7th graders on JV? That one's in there for strike 1. You know, they talk about the 8th graders in baseball. It's being rumored heavily in multiple places that they want to possibly bring that rule to all sports. That any 8th grader, if wanted to by a coach, can be brought up to play high school sports, any sport. It'll be interesting if that happens. Smaller schools, yes, but
you think about it. Back when we were in high school, Damon Bailey, Indiana, when he was a 7th grader, he played on the varsity team. I mean, he could
The biggest.
He could duck it when he was in 7th grade.
The biggest fraud of a Mr. Basketball I think we've ever seen. Lines that one to Stenberg on the hop for a foul. But you never know. I just don't see it. Maybe in basketball, but like, I don't know. I just don't see it being a thing, especially in football. Like, you still got a lot of growing to do in 8th grade, you know?
I could actually see it in girls' sports because girls are so much more developed.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at like 8th grade. Look at the ones that come out 8th grade softball.
Yeah.
I mean
there's phenomenal 8th grade pitchers across this entire state. Popped up. Siegert says, I got it. And we'll make the grab with ease for the second out of the inning. Runner still on third here for Grinnell. And it brings up Cole Blackford. I know also being talked about girls tennis. Good chance that might get moved to a different time of the year because of attendance. Might be eyeing a fall time, which would be interesting because you'd be competing with volleyball and cross country. But according to statistics, apparently they don't match a ton. So maybe it wouldn't be a problem. But yeah, Grinnell does have good tennis participation, so that one's sent on a line to right field. Right fielder roams back and makes the grab, and Grinnell unfortunately cannot get on the board. Ahead of the top of the fourth, West Marshall leads 7-0. We'll be right back.
Jeff Finch here from West Finch Auto Plaza in Grinnell. We normally go to the auction to restock our used cars and trucks, but prices have skyrocketed. If we're going to overpay, we'd rather overpay our friends, neighbors, and past customers. Bring your vehicle in for a quick 20-minute appraisal. You can either take the cash, trade for a different vehicle, or walk away. In some cases, your vehicle may be worth more than you paid for it. See us at West Finch Auto Plaza in Grinnell or online at westfinch.com.
At Ramsey Weeks, it's the synergy of insurance and real estate that makes our local office vibrant. At Ramsey Weeks, our success depends on yours in buying or selling property, in insuring your car, home, farm, or business. In your time of need, our success depends on yours. Ramsey Weeks Insurance and Ramsey Weeks Real Estate, 715 5th Avenue, Grinnell.
Welcome back to the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network. To the top of the fourth we go. This inning is brought to you by Brent Nichols State Farm. West Marshall on top of Grinnell, 7-0 is your score. Tigers move on to a new pitcher here, Levi Jack, the now freshman. A 1-0 record last year. He started in one game. He played in two. A 1-0 record, one save. He only gave up one hit in about 4.5 innings pitched. He walked 5, one strikeout, and a 1.50 ERA. Again, you're going to see some youth, and that's exactly what Grinnell expected coming into this season and what they expected coming into tonight. And we'll just kind of play it as it goes. So good minutes here for Levi Jack on the mound. So Caden Fance will step into the box. Trojans lead by 7 here. First pitch by Jack is right down the middle for strike one. One-0 pitch by, or 0-1 pitch by Blackford, misses on the outside corner for 1 ball and 1 strike. Our wind is non-existent. There is no wind here at the ballpark, which is rare for Grinnell, Iowa, because I swear it's windy every day.
It's probably windy at our house.
Yeah, probably. Top corner of the zone. 1 ball and 2 strikes here for Jack. Yeah, I can imagine. He's probably howling. 1 ball, 2 strikes here. Up and away by Jack. Tried to go to that spot again, just missed it. Counts even at 2-2. Since the bound database goes back, as that one's rounded up the middle. Throw on to first in time for out number 1. Going back to 2017 when these two teams have played in the bound database. So we assume it's just back to, because the bound database goes to about 2006, 2007. West Marshall has yet to beat Grinnell. They're trying to break that streak here this evening. I've had a couple close games, 3 games with a score of 1-0 in favor of the Tigers, but Trojans have had Grinnell's number tonight, as this is Beckham to Sodal into the box. Jack settles back in, 1 ball and no strikes here. That one drops in for strike 1. He's kind of got that, like, is it scuba release? Like the, yeah, submarine. I knew it had something to do with the water. Submarine pitch. Good contact. Drops right into the glove of our shortstop. 2 quick outs for Grinnell.
Batting for the Trojans, center fielder number 16, DJ Ridout.
DJ Ridout, the junior in the box. Grinnell trying to get through this inning unscathed, and boy, it would be good for Levi here in the circle. Out and away for ball 1. Ridout in the box, 1-0 pitch. That's down the middle for strike 1. One ball, 1 strike. Swing and a miss. Good changeup. Drops right in. 1 ball and 2 strikes. So after tonight, West Marshall will enjoy their Wednesday off, as that one's fouled. And they will head to South Tama to take on the Trojans. A couple games ahead. Denver, doubleheader, Pleasantville, PCM, Pella Christian, and then they jump right into Heart of Iowa Conference play. Nevada, Hampton, Dumont, Cal, South Hamilton. Game against Don Bosco. That'll be fun. Pella, doubleheader against Linville later in the year. Alta Aurelia, Perry. Grounder to the shortstop. Throw on to first in time for out number 3. Very good inning by Grinnell. We'll head to the bottom of the 4th. They trail 7-0.
All right, folks, it's time for 4th inning trivia, sponsored by the Dairy Mart. From the great mind of Steve Bennett. All right, we're playing for one monster cyclone the size of your... Helping build
Derek Doty will lead us off here in the bottom of the 4th inning. West Marshall leads Grinnell 7-0 is your score. Josh Ringler got on base last time out, got all the way around to third base, could not finish the job. That one's outside for ball 1, as this is Noah DeSoto on the mound here for West Marshall. So Siegert, despite not giving up a single hit and only walking 1, they're going to pull him and give it to DeSoto to try to finish some things off. No reason to overwork a guy, I suppose. 1-1 pitch. Grounded right back up the middle. Nice backhand play by DeSoto. He'll throw on to first in time for out number 1. Nicely done. Brooks Vosberg, the freshman, now into the box for Grinnell. Nobody on and 1 out for the Tigers. Again, don't forget tomorrow night. Come right back here. Grinnell and Carlisle face off. 7 o'clock once again. Yep, 7 o'clock opening pitch.
Dave Van Compernal will be joining us.
All right. 1 ball and no strikes here. That is swung on to center field, shallow center field. Easy catch made by Owen Seeger out there. Down for out number 2. And Carson Penich will step into the batter's box. I'm going to miss this kid playing football. Boy, he was a good wide receiver. Two outs, nobody on. Penich watches that one go by for strike 1. How should Grinnell look this year? Football. I think, roughly. I don't know. 6-3 and missed the playoffs. Fort Madison got in over us because they had an easy schedule.
Well, about the same boat. We played quite a few sophomore freshmen.
Got that big win against Benton. I do remember that. That was a huge win. Fell short, obviously, Williamsburg and Solon. This is Noah DeSoto out on the mound currently. Yes. Oh. Penich goes low and swings for strike 2. Again, same schedule for Grinnell in football this year, just everything flips. So unfortunately, if you're a fan of the live streams, there's only 4 this year instead of 5. 4 home games for the Tigers. So I know Williamsburg comes to town. Does Tama? Did they go to Tama last year? I can't remember. I'm not.
That's too far out for me to think.
Yeah, so Tama comes here. 3-2 pitch. Low for ball 4, and Carson Penich, with his patience, will move on to first base.
Batting for Grinnell, the first baseman, number 25, Dax Flanagan.
Dax Flanagan out the box. Ridout is in left field. There you go. Flanagan chops that one foul. That's a Serks Financial foul ball. Stop down and see Tom Serks, Dustin Smith, and Natalie Pavey for all your financial questions. All of our foul balls brought to you by Serks Financial Center. Throwback. Yeah. Yeah. If you get hit by a foul ball, yeah, that's a good way to go about it. Flanagan fouls it to left field. Count will go 0-2 with 2 outs and a runner on first. And our first softball game, 1 week or 2 weeks? I always think it's weird that baseball starts before softball, but that one just misses. Ball 1. State track this week, I am pretty sure. I don't know who all Grinnell's sending, but I know they're sending a couple.
Quite a few.
Did the team make it? As that one's lined right back up the middle. Nice catch by Noah DeSoto, and we are headed to the top of the 5th. 7-0, West Marshall leads.
We're helping build your dreams at the Proline Building Company. Quality that you can trust
Life at the Mayflower community can be anything and everything you want it to be. From their first-class facilities featuring traditional apartments, patio homes, and the newly added water tower apartments for independent living, to the healthcare services including assisted living, healthcare center or rehab, complemented with food service options, exercise areas, administrative and nursing staff support, and the beautiful campus scenery. Visit today or give us a call and you will find out quickly that the Mayflower community is a place to call home. Noah DeSoto will lead us. Yeah, they do have a lot of lefties. Noah DeSoto will be batting here. This is a new inning, so this inning is brought to you by Brent Nichols State Farm. So first pitch by Levi Jack drops in there. Brent Nichols, he's located over by Subway, is he not?
Yep.
That's got to stink, being right next to Subway. Not that that's a bad thing, but I'm just saying you smell Subway all day.
Yeah, they're not in the same building, though.
Well, yeah, but I mean, you never know.
You can smell that fresh bread.
Yeah, fresh bread. How would you not eat there every day? Seriously. The easiest thing.
You get to do the Jared.
Yeah.
See if it actually works.
Yeah. 1-1. Grounded foul down the left field line. Cirques Financial foul ball down there as West Marshall's coach will go over and pick it up. 1 ball, 2 strikes, no outs here in the top of the 5th. Outside for ball 2. Soto settles back in. 2 balls and 2 strikes here. Nobody out. And that one's fouled back. So counts even still. Nobody out for West Marshall. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Nice little showing here by Levi Jack to start things out.
That's our second Michelle Dance Academy
strikeout. If you were curious, Grinnell, they were going to play just 2 nights in a row anyway, but the Fairfield game postponed to tomorrow, or not tomorrow, on Thursday, so they'll be playing Thursday at Fairfield. Thunderstorms canceled that one on Monday night.
The way the forecast looks like, it might happen again.
Maybe that's a sign.
So Grinnell, busy to start the year, actually. They're not getting a break. Tomorrow, Carlisle. Thursday, Fairfield. And then on Friday, they go to Ballard. Take on the Bombers. And then jump right into conference play. Doubleheaders. Again, like you said, the WAMAC does doubleheaders every conference. So Marion, Mount Vernon, South Tama get a game thrown, or I guess one random game with Vinton-Shellsburg.
Yep, they eliminate the 3-game series, so it's just a doubleheader.
Looks like we kept most of our little Hawkeye conference foes, or at least the ones we wanted to keep. Norwalk, Newton. I guess we'll go to the new baseball stadium over there in Newton, so that'll be good fun. Knoxville. They're not little Hawkeye, but Pella Christian, we said we don't want to see Indianola anymore, so goodbye. No more. Or Dallas Center. So we kept the biggest little Hawkeye schools out. The ones that are playing 5A, or the ones that are playing 4A schools night in, night out. 2 balls and 2 strikes outside for ball 3.
Well, I think Norwalk's still 4A, but I don't know why they cut it.
I'm not sure.
I think
You give it about 2 or 3 years, the little Hawkeye won't even be a thing anymore. They'll just... So half of them will go to the CIML, half of them will go...
Yeah, throw it in, because that could, if you win, that's a good win.
Yeah, absolutely. Hit by pitcher there. Dawson Bear will go on to first base with 1 out. And Grayson Shaver will step into the box. It is number 1, it looks like. Kenneth Gears.
Kenneth Greers is the runner for West Marshall.
I assume just a courtesy run, so
Yeah.
Mayor will stay.
So at least we know one Hawkeye family is on West Marshall. You don't name your kid Kinnick and not.
Yeah, they had a Kinnick Christensen that played, like, he was at 21.
Kinnick Christensen. So, poor kid had a last name of the worst Hawkeye player ever, and he had a first name of the greatest Hawkeye player ever. That's pretty cool. I'm glad I wasn't really conscious for the Christensen era, but man, I've seen how bad it was. 1 ball and 1 strike here for Jack. Outside for 2 balls and 1 strike. One on and 1 out here for the Trojans in the top of the 5th inning with a 7-0 lead over Grinnell. I realized early in the night I said Williamsburg beat West Marshall last year 1-0. I'm still in soccer mode because you would not say nil for baseball. I still got to call state soccer, so you got to stay in soccer mode. I'm just so thrown. I don't remember baseball being this early, but
Well, last year it got pushed back.
well, that's true. Yeah,
And this year they moved it back to normal.
Yeah.
Because they didn't like the way.
They don't like when the state tournament clashes on the same week, which I can completely
So
understand.
they'll be
why.
split again?
Yes. Baseball will happen 1 week before softball.
And state baseball is.
Cedar Rapids.
Yeah. That's a weird.
I like it. I'd prefer, like, Cedar Rapids is a beautiful stadium, and that's history. I mean, it used to always be
That's
there.
what when I was in high school, that's where it was at.
Now, granted, you'll have people that say Principal Park. Why not just go? But it's too big.
If there's any wonder, that was 35 years ago when I was in high school.
But I mean,
When I was in school, it was Marshalltown and Carroll.
you tell people Marshalltown nowadays, they wouldn't believe you. They'd be like, "How did you play state baseball at Marshalltown?" It was terrible.
Wait a second, 80.
Well, I know the whole Norway dynasty was pretty much at Cedar Rapids because in the movie,
When did that end?
that was '89.
Yeah, that was pre-90.
Yeah, pre-90s. Yeah, it's Cedar Rapids and then 1A and 2A still back at Carroll. I wish they'd be all in one place again. I kind of feel bad for 1A and 2A. Not that Carroll's bad. It's just logistically it's not great. Now, granted, I do feel bad for every, like, Lewis Central or if someone on the western side of Iowa has to go to state. But it's no different than volleyball. State volleyball's in Iowa City, so it's like,
I did like Dwayne Banks Field the last 2 years. However, the seating is.
yeah, Iowa just not good. And their budget got slashed, so now they're barely going to have any renovations. So I don't know. It'll never happen. We need the MLB to give up on it, but Field of Dreams just feels like if they can make that whole area like they want it to and put all the smaller diamonds, they put everything there, I think Dyersville could be the best.
Which logistically would be.
Yeah, terrible. Yeah, there's one road. Is it one road into in the movie? There isn't it one road into Dyersville. There's not much up there in Dyersville, but I think that's the dream everybody wants to. You finish it off at the Field of Dreams. Because it's a perfectly fine baseball stadium sitting up there that's just not being used. Who knows? A lot of changes, though. State soccer is moving to Drake for the boys. At least half of it. The first round will be at County Sports Complex, and then the semifinals and finals will be at Drake University, and then Grinnell goes. Michelle Dance Academy strikeout there for Levi Jack. That was up against number 30, Vincent Clausen.
That's his second one of the night.
Levi's looking pretty good. Pretty impressed. Girls state soccer going to Ames next year. Runner on first and second. Jack just misses it here with 2 outs. Now, if Grinnell would not score in this next half inning, technically the winning run is at the plate for West Marshall.
These new lights don't even look like they're hardly on.
The way they're bent down, I guess I didn't even see it. So these are the football lights?
Yeah.
The technology where they put one light on the bottom to like, yeah, it's weird. Boy, it sure stink if these lights come on and we can't see anything.
They're
yeah,
on.
I know they're on. I can't really tell anything right now.
It just looks like they're not shining into anything.
Yeah. But they light the football field pretty well,
I mean,
except the end zones.
I could tell on the camera they're on because the field, I mean, the field's starting to lighten up, but because it was getting dark.
When I watch football streams, you look over there where the pine trees are on the football field, it gets so dark over there. I mean, you just can't see. And it shines off the turf pretty well, doesn't it? Like off the camera? Yeah. It's bright. I mean, we have good cameras to make things bright, but it looks like Grinnell's turf is burning your retinas. It's so bright. 3 balls and 1 strike here for Jack. Up against Owen Siegert. That's a good pitch right in there. Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes here with 2 outs in the top of the 5th. Runner on first and second with 2 outs. Levi Jack trying to grab the punch out here. He'll throw back. Nobody was there. Good reaction, though, by Levi instead of sending it to nobody in the outfield. Oh, and Siegert will set back in. He's had a great night tonight. Doubled in his first pitch he saw this evening. Runners go. Sends it to right. Shallow right. First baseman gets up underneath of it and makes the grab for out number 3. Wes Marshall leaves a couple stranded. Can't do anything with it. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th. You're watching the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network.
Hey there, I'm Joey Pollei, third generation owner of Polley's in Grinnell. Since 1957, we've been serving you the flavors you savor. Dine in, carry out, or pick up our frozen pizzas for a night in. Our promise to you? Everything is made from scratch, and we only use the freshest ingredients, guaranteed. Plus, get your kids signed up for our Pags Pals program to get free pizza and shirts. Visit polleisgrinnellia.com or ask your server how to sign up. See you soon at Polley's Pizza Grinnell on 5th Ave between Main and Broad Street.
Every sunrise offers new opportunities to dream big or to take that next small step. Every sunrise is another chance to build on the one before or to start with a clean slate. Because every sunrise is tomorrow's promise made real. And Grinnell Mutual is tomorrow's promise protected. Trust in tomorrow and contact a Grinnell Mutual agent today.
Welcome back to the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network. Bottom of the 5th, Easton Edlin is up to bat here for the Tigers. Still on the mound, Noah DeSoto came in that last half inning. Well, the Trojans look like they were going to try to make quick work of Grinnell, but the Tigers have held them off just a little bit longer here. Keeping a couple runs off the board. 7 runs, 5 hits, no errors for Wes Marshall. Grinnell still hitless, but has gotten on base. That pitch is low, 2 balls and no strikes. Yeah, new scoreboard. Or new score thing, whatever. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Grinnell trying to put up a run here. They got close with Ringler a couple innings ago. Just couldn't quite find it. That one rolls to the backstop. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Three balls, 1 strike. Three 1. misses for ball 4, and that will send Edelin to first base. Edlin to first base. Number 13, Josh Ringler, the freshman, into the box here. Ringler walked his last time up. In there for strike 1. Try to get the runner back on first, no avail. Who is our assistant coach over there on? Ian Boley. Oh, well, there you go. There's the connection. Yep. Gotcha. So a couple of different coaching positions for our assistant coach. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
No, that was
Down low. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
So Willis coached at, well, he played baseball at Warburg, then he coached at Simpson, and then he coached at Central, and now he's coaching back at
2-2 pitch on the way is low, and it's 3-2. Grinnell dugout trying to get some fire here. A lot of noise, yeah. A lot of noise. Got to back up that noise, though. 3 balls and 2 strikes. 2 strikes. Swing and a miss for strike 3. That's a huge pitch by DeSoto. And it grabs the first out of the inning, and it brings up number 20, Trenton Holes. Swing and a miss. You know, I was looking at the plate a lot. I assume you know the Cardinals thing with Contreras getting hit. That was there was a video online, might have been John Boy. Somebody was talking about how it's not a thing in high school, but in Major League Baseball, the catchers are moving up more because these pitches are they're getting faster and faster. There's a ground out all the way over to the second baseman. He'll catch it and throw on to first in time for out number 2. But these pitches are getting so fast, like the velocity is insane nowadays, that they're trying to catch up in front of it more because the batters sit back on it so much. It's just really interesting, the different strategy. Like, batters are really far forward because they want to get to the ball before it's crazy. And that was really what ruined Contreras, because they showed a picture from 2 years ago to now, and the same exact. I mean, he is literally, you're asking to get hit. Grounded back up the middle. That's going to go off the pitcher's glove, and runners will be safe at first and third. All right, Dave, what is it? A hit? It's an error. But Grinnell will take it. Runners on first and second. Cole Blackford in the box. Runners at the corners. Grinnell going to try to make some noise here in the bottom of the 5th. A lot of pitcher step-offs tonight. Both us and West Marshall. In there for strike 1. Yeah. No pitch clock here in Iowa high school baseball. I don't really think it would make a difference, but
I think it would.
think they're taking their time. That one catches the corner.
It's definitely different.
No balls and 2 strikes. Yeah. Yeah, the average time of a Major League Baseball game is down to like 2.5 hours, 3 hours. Swing and miss, strike 3, and that will do it for the end of the 5th. We'll go to the 6th. West Marshall on top, 7-0.
This is a story about signs. It's also a story about people's experiences. The humble sign. They are everywhere. But signs are more than just a plaque on the wall, an arrow, or letters on a building exterior. Signs help you leave a legacy or start a new chapter in life. All those signs have to start somewhere, and that's where we come in. We're your trusted partner in everything signage and graphics. Big signs, little signs, ADA, routed, dimensional, digital, environmental graphics, monument, donor and history recognition. We do them all. And more importantly, we work with you to understand what is best for your location, budget, brand, and building code. You don't need to be an expert in design, wayfinding, zoning, materials, installation, or ADA compliance. We'll be your trusted partner throughout. Because signs do more than point the way. They help the world make sense.
Welcome back to the top of the sixth inning. The sixth inning is brought to you by Brent Nichols State Farm. And Clark has 17 points, 15 points. Every time I check on Twitter, everybody's saying she's struggling, so. I also know she got 2 quick fouls that were bad fouls, so. There's your Caitlin Clark update for the evening. 7-0, West Marshall leads Grinnell. New pitcher on the mound. This is Jake Van Compernol. Jake last year made 1 appearance. He pitched 1 inning. He walked 1 and he struck out 1. So, we'll get ready here in the top of the 6th. This one continues to move along here. This is number 7, Evan Siegert, to bat for West Marshall. He'll pop this one over the second baseman's head and down for a single. Good start to the inning for West Marshall.
Batting for Trojans, third baseman number 10, Caden Fance.
Caden Fance will step into the box. Runner on first and nobody out here for the Trojans. That one's low, gets away from the catcher. Runner will move on to second. West Marshall got rid of Williamsburg last night in just 6 innings. A 12-2 victory. One ball, no strikes upcoming to Fance here. And Van Compernol will step off. One-0. Outside, make it 2-0. Tell you what, we got motorcycle racing around here. It's loud motorcycles tonight. Fance gives it a ride to shallow left field. Center fielder gets underneath of it and makes the grab for out number 1. Been a couple of those tonight. Beckham DeSoto, the freshman, in to bat now for the Trojans. West Marshall, a 27-7 record last year, looking to improve on that. And they got a good chance to, I can tell you that. That one's flied out to right, and a Cirques Financial foul ball. West Marshall located in State Center, of all places. East Marshall located in LeGrand. Is that correct? Yep. In there for strike 2.
But their baseball field
is in Gilman, yeah. West Marshall been pretty solid football program the last couple of years. Have had some talent, a couple good runs of basketball, been a couple good athletic years for sure. That's going to find its way into the gap. Gets past the right fielder. Center fielder hops on top of it. That will score the run, though. And it's an easy RBI for West Marshall. That makes it 8-0. The relay was a little slow coming in. And it caught Grinnell off guard, and that will bring up DJ Ridout, the junior. So Ridout in the box here for West Marshall with a runner on first. Popped up center field, or I mean just infield, running up to get it and making the grab. That's 2 quick outs. I don't know. That one looked like it was going to go way farther outfield, but it stayed in the infield, and that's a double play. 8-0. We're headed to the bottom of the 6th. West Marshall leads.
Jeff Finch here from West Finch Auto Plaza in Grinnell. We normally go to the auction to restock our used cars and trucks, but prices have skyrocketed. If we're going to overpay, we'd rather overpay our friends, neighbors, and past customers. Bring your vehicle in for a quick 20-minute appraisal. You can either take the cash, trade for a different vehicle, or walk away. In some cases, your vehicle may be worth more than you paid for it. See us at West Finch Auto Plaza in Grinnell or online at westfinch.com.
At Ramsey Weeks, it's the synergy of insurance and real estate that makes our local office vibrant. At Ramsey Weeks, our success depends on yours in buying or selling property, in insuring your car, home, farm, or business. In your time of need, our success depends on yours. Ramsey Weeks Insurance and Ramsey Weeks Real Estate, 715 Fifth Avenue, Grinnell.
Welcome back to the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network, bottom of the 6th. Derek Doty into the box here for Grinnell. Tigers trail West Marshall 8-0 is your score. Noah DeSoto throws that one just outside, but it catches the zone enough for the umpire, and it'll be 0-1. I tell you what, the field's lit up well. I always felt like our darkest spot might have been right here in front, but it looks pretty good here, so 2 balls and 1 strike. Yeah, will you be able, yeah. No, there's no light that's like on the field. And no dead spots either. I mean, I really can't. Oh, yeah, like, are you... Yeah, yeah. It's a little dark. Swing and a miss for strike 3.
Batting for the Tigers, third baseman number 1, Brooks Vosberg.
Freshman Brooks Vosberg in for Grinnell here. 1 out and nobody on for the Tigers. Outside for ball 1. One 0 pitch in there for strike 1. So tomorrow night, West Marshall gets off, and then they will head to the Tama Toledo area to take on South Tama on Thursday night. I don't know what kind of team the Trojans have this year.
I haven't heard. I know they just played yesterday.
Do they have a softball team, I wonder, this year?
Ooh,
they had a JV team last year, but they couldn't field a varsity team. That is going to be a pesky grounder. That couldn't get there.
Oh, he called him out.
Yeah, he did. That's what I'm saying. Couldn't get to the bag in time. Out for out number 2.
He didn't want to turn around to the crowd and show it, but he called him out.
He's done that all night. He does that little turnaround, give him a little flair.
It's a thing, Dave. It's a thing.
Batting for Grinnell, the center fielder number 17, Carson Pinich.
Carson Pinich up to bat now. First pitch to Carson, outside corner, misses for ball one. Yeah, I can't say I don't know where the zone is tonight. It's kind of been the outside corner where he's not leaning has been a little off. Swing and a miss for strike one. One ball and one strike here. Grinnell still looking for that first hit of the evening. They've gotten on base a couple times. Just currently a no-hitter being thrown by Wes Marshall. Carson goes down low to get it. He'll run on to first. Not going to be in time. Out for out number 3. We're headed to the top of the 7th. West Marshall leads 8-0. Life at the Mayflower community can be anything and everything you want it to be. From their first-class facilities featuring traditional apartments, patio homes, and the newly added water tower apartments for independent living, to the healthcare services including assisted living, healthcare center, or rehab, complemented with food service options, exercise areas, administrative and nursing staff support, and the beautiful campus scenery. Visit today or give us a call and you will find out quickly that the Mayflower community is a place to call home. Grasshoppers, turtles, polar bears, and chunky monkeys? The Dairy Barn located at 1810 6th Avenue in Grinnell is not your typical barnyard. Stop by before or after the big ball game to pick up your favorite ice cream or flavor of the day yogurt. They also have a full line of delicious foods including tenderloins, pulled pork sandwiches, popular chicken wraps, and much, much more. Don't have time to stop at the barn? Catch them on the move at some of the favorite events around Grinnell, or give us a call and try out our catering. And don't forget to check out www.dairybarngrinnell.com to order online or the Chow Now app. Remember, I scream, you scream, we all scream for Dairy Barn. Welcome back to the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network. Top of the 7th inning. This inning is brought to you by Brent Nickel State Farm. Thanks to Brent Nickel for sponsoring all of our innings tonight and every inning this season. Alrighty, one more inning. West Marshall looking good tonight. 8-0 is your score. Trojans, the second-ranked team in Class 2A. And boy, they're living up to it. Had a couple opportunities hitting-wise that haven't come through, but boy, that top of the lineup is where they really excel, and they're going to be an issue this season for many, many teams. And the heart of Iowa is no slouch. There's nothing, or no doubt about that. 2 balls and no strikes here. This is still Jake Van Coppernol on the mound for Grinnell. Trying to finish things out. Upstairs and make it 3-0. I like how we planted new pine trees over there on the behind the football field. There's a whole line like L shape over there. That one's in there for strike one. I guess we really love the pine trees here at Grinnell High School. Oh, yeah. Sound breaker, because you know it just gets so rowdy over there in those football games. 3-1, swing and a miss, strike 2.
Keeps the corn down.
Yeah.
Oh, the corny people.
3 balls. Full count pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Another Michelle Dance Academy strikeout there. That's one out down for Grinnell. Nice pitch there nice job by Jake Van Coppernol to come back in the count there.
It's early in the season for all these corny jokes.
Well, the wind's picked back up again. We lied. It wasn't. Couldn't keep it down forever. Shout out to all of our sponsors here tonight. Poly Eyes, Grinnell Mutual, West Finch, Ramsey Weeks, Latitude Signage and Design, Proline Building Company, Mayflower, Booster Club, and Dairy Barn. That one's lined to right field. That's going to drop. Didn't get enough help. Runner will turn from first. He'll go to second and will slide easily and safe at second. So they stand up double for West Marshall. Dairy Barn sounded so good tonight, I'm going to go there after the game. Looking good. I don't come down to Grinnell often. We don't really have that option up in Grimes, so.
You got everything else.
We just don't have that local ice cream. I tell you what.
Live across the street from Culver's.
Yeah, but that's custard. That's not ice cream. Dairy Barn, they're doing good stuff. I saw new tables are out. They have new lighting for their outdoor area, just kind of making it better and easier. The only thing I would love if they had a drive-through. I just think that'd be phenomenal. Just put it on that right side. You just pull around, and I think that would be the biggest. That would set it. You know.
Good thing now is the Chow Now app.
Yeah,
so you can just order that way.
Yeah, order online and use the Chow Now app, and that's it.
And you get money back.
Yeah.
Whatever, discount or whatever you call it.
Skip the line. I might actually have to do that before I go. So it's a good idea, Dave. My generation doesn't like talking on the phone. 3-0 count. In there for strike one. I already hate calling my local Chinese restaurant. I'm like, can y'all just get online orders? 3-1 pitch. Grounded to the third baseman. Caught on the hop. Throw on to first in time for out number 2. It advances the runner to third. They were kind of in a jam there either way. 2 outs nonetheless. And out steps Holden Sims, I believe. Yes, it is. Holden Sims.
Number 21, Holden Sims.
The junior will step out and bat. He's batting for DJ Ridout.
No, Clausen.
Clausen. Have we seen Vincent Clausen tonight?
Mm-hmm.
Have we? Once.
So who's supposed to be hitting?
This is, supposed to be Clausen. This is, now it's Holden Sims. We got off somewhere, but because you had him as you had the first batter up. Cirques Financial foul ball back to the net. Correct. Net, also a great addition here. I know it's a year old now, but I like it. I like it more than I like it more than the fence.
Yeah, but it stinks for a camera.
Well, I mean, the fence was still pretty bad, wasn't it? For the most part.
The fence, by being silver, it would blend.
Oh, yeah.
But black, the camera just
picks it up a little bit.
These are such the quality of the camera. You can't even zoom past
it. Just picks it up, yeah. 0-2. Another Cirques Financial Center foul ball here.
You have to figure out a way to mount the camera somewhere else. I don't know.
It's amazing how many live streams they'll either mount it on the fence or something, but I think we'd love to do outfield, but it's the camera or the service would just be the biggest issue, you know? Can you get a satellite from like softball? It'd be easy because it's shorter distance, but baseball.
Just have to see if the same camera we use for football, because that's a wireless.
Yeah.
It's a line of sight. We should be able to get it.
I mean, knowing our luck, it'd get hit by a home run, but
yeah.
Softball, I think, would be the best thing to try first, just because you're closer. I know we had that in Winterset. Granted, we had like a satellite prong with 18 wires sticking out up there, but 2 balls and 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on third for Wes Marshall. Just misses him, and the count runs full at 3-2. Van Compernol will settle back in here with 3 balls and 2 strikes is the count. And it's upstairs. So runners will go to the corner with 2 outs here for Wes Marshall. Trying to put a couple more runs on the board here before this thing's over. And Owen Siegert will bat. Signals being relayed out here for Grinnell. Runners at the corners for the Trojans. And Owen Siegert up to bat, who's had a pretty good night tonight. That one's upstairs for ball 1. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Siegert doubled earlier tonight on the first pitch of the game. That kind of really set it off for Wes Marshall. Grinnell has played a better back half of this one, but that beginning just really caught him off guard, and it's propelled the Trojans tonight. 2 balls and 1 strike here for Siegert. Upstairs, and it's 3-1. Grinnell trying to retire the side here and get one more chance to bat in this one, but got to keep the Trojans off the board here if they can. 3-1 pitch that hits Siegert, and the bases go loaded. They'll bring up Evan Siegert to bat for the Trojans. And Grinnell will have a chat here on the mound. Stenberg must sit behind the wall over there. I never see him in the dugout. There he is. Now he stands up, but I usually never see him over there. So Clark had 20 points. Fever lost by 20. I think you're going to hear that a lot this year.
You know, the last team that had the number 1 pick in back-to-back drafts went on to win the championship.
Well, it might be their time. Yeah, might be their time. I think Clark might be the equivalent of that meme of Ohtani. You know, Ohtani and Trout go yard as the Angels lose. Evan Siegert.
We go home and watch Kate Martin and Megan Gustafson now.
And I think Kate's going to be a great pro.
Yeah.
Martin is going to be a great pro.
I think the
6th woman of the year, calling it.
There you go. I think the Knicks and Pacers are on right now too. If I
Well,
wasn't mistaken.
when you're that far into the draft, you know the eyes aren't upon you as greatness.
And she just does everything well.
Knicks are destroying the Pacers. The Aces tip off at 9 o'clock.
The Knicks returning to the late 80s of old.
Yeah. Knicks are good again. Two balls and 1 strike here. Swing and a miss for strike 2.
Finishing him off. Let's go. Jake, yeah.
Yeah. Siegert's a sophomore. Cracked, deep left, and the catch is made. Nice roaming grab there. Retires the side. We'll go to the bottom of the 7th. West Marshall leads 8-0.
At Ramsey Weeks, it's the synergy of insurance and real estate that makes our local office vibrant. At Ramsey Weeks, our success depends on yours in buying or selling property, in insuring your car, home, farm, or business. In your time of need, our success depends on yours. Ramsey Weeks Insurance and Ramsey Weeks Real Estate, 715 Fifth Avenue, Grinnell.
Hey there, I'm Joey Pollei, third generation owner of Polley's in Grinnell. Since 1957, we've been serving you the flavors you savor. Dine in, carry out, or pick up our frozen pizzas for a night in. Our promise to you? Everything is made from scratch, and we only use the freshest ingredients, guaranteed. Plus, get your kids signed up for our Pags Pals program to get free pizza and shirts. Visit polleisgrinnellia.com or ask your server how to sign up. See you soon at Polley's Pizza Grinnell on 5th Ave between Main and Broad Street.
Welcome back to the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network. Grinnell's going to have to make a huge rally here if they want to get back into this one. 8-0. The number 2nd-ranked West Marshall Trojans in Class 2A have done their job tonight, but 8-0. Williamsburg got beat 12-2, so I'm just saying. But I think there's positives tonight. Levi Jack, I was very impressed. I think Levi Jack had a good couple innings here. Hitting-wise, obviously not what you want to see Grinnell get to have a hit tonight, but that'll come in time, and there's so many freshmen on this staff. I mean, it's bound to happen, and some nights are going to be like this, and some nights they'll come out and set the world on fire, and we'll be thinking, wow, we have a lot to look forward to. But Flanagan gives this a ride to shallow right field, and it's caught. Nice sliding grab by the right fielder, number 23, Beckham DeSoto. Number 11, Easton Edlin up to bat. I will say, though, this West Marshall team, they can make it to the state tournament. I don't see how they don't. Yeah, I mean, that's really what it's come to most of the time. Unfortunately for Grinnell, the last couple of years, it feels like baseball's been cursed. We just can't seem to make the state tournament, whether that be we get a bad district or we just get a bad game. Well, unfortunately, most of the time it's just been a bad game. But we've had our chances, but you'll get there sometime. And it'll feel oh so good. I can't wait till Stenberg does it. I think he's going to – I'm sure that's number one on his list just to make the postseason. But I'm sure he checked off the conference. Winning the conference was huge. Last ever time he'd be in it. That was really cool. But still a lot of work to do. 3-0 pitch outside, ball 4, and Edelin will head to first base. So a couple walks tonight. Again, the no-hitter's still in play, but the perfect game is out the window for West Marshall. That is a really bright light over there in the parking lot. Not off the school. There's one just to the left of the one at the edge of the school. I can't tell if that's from the parking lot across the street or.
I think it is. It's the old tennis courts.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, that is a. One-0 in there for strike one. So we'll be back on the air tomorrow night as Carlisle, the Wildcats, come to town. You can catch that at 7 o'clock here on the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network. And then if you want to follow the Tigers on Thursday,
weather permitting,
they'll go to Fairfield, and then on Friday they'll head to Nighthawk Baseball Diamond to take on the Ballard Bombers, which usually that's a July game, so that's weird to see them early in the season, but yeah.
Head over early, eat at the, what is that, the Nighthawk restaurant or whatever that's called?
Yeah, something other, in Huxley.
Right by the walking path or the bike path.
I don't even know where, You don't even see Ballard on a map. It's mostly just Huxley. You just see Huxley everywhere. But yet the school's called Ballard. So for the first time tonight, West Marshall's going to have a chat here on the mound after Grinnell has 2 runners on and nobody out. Or 1 out, excuse me.
Pitch runner for Grinnell is number 9, Kellen Harder.
Kellen Harder will go out and run here for Grinnell. And it's Trenton Holes will be the one to bat here for Grinnell. We got another guy coming up. Kane Pavey is in the on-deck circle. Did he play JV? Oh, I'm not sure. Maybe nobody will notice. Outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Still 1 out. Runners on first and second for Grinnell. Tigers trying to bring home 1 run here tonight, and possibly a hit. That one grounded foul into the dirt. 1 ball and 2 strikes. So now every outdoor facility here at Grinnell has these new lights. Does tennis still have them?
They all do.
Yeah, and new windscreen.
Had to get new when the others blew down.
Outside, ball 2.
They didn't change softball to net, though. They're still metal
Still
fence.
Yep. Which that one I'm surprised. I just would have thought I've seen more softball ones. Grinnell's not going away. I do like how you can look up in the light at this net and you can see all the spots of baseball. It just drilled it. 2 balls and 2 strikes. That one sent on the line. First hit of the night for Grinnell, and it should score a run. Runner turns on it from third. Nope, they pull him back. But the bases will go loaded, and Grinnell has their first hit of the night. You think maybe Grinnell could have made it? It was close. Kane Pavey will bring it up.
I think Dave's going to turn his rally cap up.
I was surprised Grinnell didn't send him. I thought, I'm not going to judge Tony. Tony knows what he's doing. He had a good run. I didn't think maybe he'd be able to make it.
I'm pretty sure he didn't send him because there's still 1 out.
Yeah, so you might as well just
While your second out being made
at home.
And then you have, if your runners are on top of their game,
Yeah.
you have a guy still at second and first with 2 outs.
So Kane Pavey into the box now for Grinnell.
Plus 8-0 game.
Yes. The juniors first at bat tonight for Grinnell. Well, at least Grinnell broke up the no-hitter. That one low. Good stop by the catcher.
Kellen's fast, so 1 squirts away, he can score here on the fastball.
Yeah.
Why they took him out of the 100, I don't know.
1 ball, no strikes on the way to Pavey. That one misses. Just low to the right. 2 balls and no strikes. Well, here we get to really see what West Marshall's bullpen's made out of. So, this is a good test for them. Pavey swings through that one for strike 1. Because you don't want to be like the Iowa Hawkeyes and have no bullpen. That's been the most painful thing to watch all year. Pavey reaches out and foul tips that one. So somehow Hellerball has won them 14 games in conference play, but they've lost 10 of them. It's a disappointing year if you're a Hawkeye baseball fan, considering the talent they have. Pavey pops up behind us for a Cirx Financial foul ball. They're sending Brady Kaufman, the guy with the boot, to go get the foul ball. That's tough. But he's not going quick. He wants to watch the at-bat. Pavey goes out and swings after it for a strikeout, and it'll be 2 outs, and Grinnell could be down to their last batter. And it's number 3, Cole Blackford. So Blackford settles in here with the bases loaded and 2 outs. Wes Marshall trying to finish things off here. Blackford chops it. Picked up by the third baseman. Throw on to first in time for out number 3. Wes Marshall defeats Grinnell. 8-0 is your score. The Trojans will move to 2-0 on the season, and their number 2 ranking looks quite legit. We wish them the best of luck for the rest of the season. Grinnell will drop their season opener 0-1 for the Tigers. We'll be back tomorrow night at 7 o'clock, Grinnell and Carlisle. For Dan Walker, I'm Blake Walker, and all of our phenomenal sponsors tonight: Pauli Eyes, Grinnell Mutual, West Finch, Ramsey Weeks, Latitude Signs and Design, Proline Building Company, Mayflower Company, The Booster Club, and Dairy Barn. We appreciate everyone for watching. We'll see you tomorrow night. Go Tigers. This live stream is a copyright of the Tiger Sports Livestream Network. Reproduction or distribution of this live stream without permission of the Tiger Sports Livestream Network is a violation of the law.